So quick story, guys. That's how I went to somebody's house. And I saw their sibling. I was like, so you two are now in Canada, welcome, and all of that. And then the next thing, I asked her how, like, PR and all of that. And they were like, no. She was like, no, that in fact, her sister is her employer. I was like, wait, hold on a minute. What are you talking about? So apparently there is this pathway where your sibling, your friend, somebody can employ you to come to Canada. No LMI required. The applications have closed for 2022, obviously, but they're resuming in January 2023. So my people, I said, this gist must not pass you by. I need to tell you all about it. If you are interested in knowing what this pathway is all about, please stay tuned. I repeat, if you are interested, don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Hey guys, happy holidays and welcome to my channel. If you are just seeing this face for the first time, you are so welcome. My name is Faith. I'm an HR professional based in Toronto, Canada. Please join this wonderful family by using the subscribe button below and also click on the notification bell so when I post a new video, you will be the first to know. And to my returning viewers, you know it's always a pleasure to have you here. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. Now, like I said earlier, I'm going to be telling you about a pathway that you can, use in relocating to Canada that makes sense, that some of you are not even aware of. Now, before we go into the video proper and I tell you all about this pathway and how you can apply, I'm going to pause here because you can't tell me that you haven't noticed how I'm shining in this video. It's all thanks to the jewelry I'm wearing. I mean, is it not giving? Look at my neck piece. Check out the earrings. It's giving now. What are you talking about? In fact, wait, so that you see what I'm talking about well. Look at my earrings. As in, check it out. Please zoom into this ring. I need them to see it well. Okay? All right. So now, this jewelry is courtesy Ana Luisa. Now, I am partnering with them for a second time. If you haven't watched my initial partnership video with them, I'm going to link the video up here and I'm going to put some pictures up on the screen so you can see the initial pieces that I got. Now, I still wear those things almost every day. I wear them almost every day. I get compliments. They are so amazing. And, they're of high quality, so they look as good as new. Ana Luisa has great pieces for everyone, and they're currently running an end-of-year sale where you can get discounts on all your purchases. Given the time of the year, 'tis a season to be jolly. This is a great time to buy a gift for a loved one. Scatter them with love, my dear. The packaging of the jewelry is so on point, and the best part? They deliver across the world in timely fashion. So, that young man that has been asking that girl out without a response, let me give you a secret. Spoil her this holiday season. Buy her a beautiful gift from Ana Luisa and thank me later. You all need to check them out. Their jewelry prices range from $39 to higher end prices, which means there is something for everyone. Guys, so we hit 5K subscribers a few weeks back. I'm sure we should be on 5.5K now. All thanks to you. I really appreciate it. So of course, to celebrate this great victory, I'm going to be giving you guys a 20% discount on all your purchases from Ana Luisa. Make sure you check them out. The link is in the description box and my discount code is also in the description box. So guys, use that to spoil yourself this holiday season. Okay, now let's get into the video proper. So we are going to be talking about this amazing pathway. I'm just going to get my phone here because it has all the details that I want to talk about. Now, the name of the pathway is the Home Child Care and Home Support Worker Program. Okay, if you haven't heard about this, just know that it is something that you might be eligible for. So I want you to stay tuned for it. So now let's go into what exactly they are. Now, like I said, the two streams are the home childcare provider. Now, this entails coming into Canada to care for kids, right? The NOC code is 44100. Now, the government accepts about 2,750 applicants on a yearly basis. Once they hit that mark, they stop accepting applications. So which is why once January hits, you have to start checking the portal, and so that whenever the applications resume, you're able to drop your applications quickly. Now, the home support worker pilot, that one entails caring for the elderly. So, caring for someone who's old and cleaning up after them and all of that. Now, the NOC code for this one is 4410. Now, same thing, they accept 2,750 applications. Based on what I read on the website, you can still apply for this one for 2022. There are still some slots available, but of course, you can also apply for next year as well. So, I'm going to be focusing on the first one, which is the home childcare provider program, because that is the one that is more popular. Now, let's talk about the benefits of the program. Now, one is that you will get an occupation restricted work permit as against an employer specific work permit. What that means is that when you get a job, you will be able to work for any employer, but under the same occupation, right? That's great news. And what's more, after working for 2 years, you will be able to apply, or you'll be eligible for your PR. And your kids can also come with you. Your spouse can also come. Your spouse will get an open work permit. And your family, your kids can go to school and do whatever it is that they want. And I think the other part that I'm really, really excited about is that no proof of funds are required for this stream. Now, let's talk about the eligibility. What do you need to do? The first thing is that you need to have a genuine job offer. Just like I said at the beginning, someone employed their sister. Now, if you have any friend, family member, sibling, whatever, that has a child or has kids that are less than 18 years of age, you can actually give them a job offer. You can actually partner with them. They can employ you, and you can come to Canada under this home childcare program. Now, this is not where you go and just do something very shady and just come. This has to be a legit job because there are requirements for it. The job needs to be at least 30 hours a week. It needs to be a full-time offer where the person is actually paying you. So your sister will be paying you. It's a legit job offer. But the good part is that your sister does not require an LMIA. She can just employ you, but it has to be standard. You cannot cheat the government because you, as the person coming in, you will be filing your taxes, so they can always trace it. There are forms that need to be filled out, so they would know if this person can actually afford to pay you. And mind you, they need to pay you at least minimum wage of, applicable to whichever province that you are in. So like I said, it has to be a genuine job offer, regardless of the fact that it's a family member that is employing you. Now, the second part is that you need to be able to do the work. Obviously, it's not just them employing you. You need to actually be able to take care of kids, or whether it's the elderly, you need to actually be able to do that work. Now, the third thing is that CLB5 is what is required for the English test. Okay, CLB5 pretty much says that you need to have, in reading, you need to have a minimum of 4, and across the other 3, you need to have a minimum of 5. So the IELTS scores are very low as well, so that is a good thing. And then the fourth part is the education. You must have completed a post-secondary education credential of at least 1 year. If your education is outside Canada, you know the drill. You will have to get your education assessed by WES. So this is the part where I'm going to pause and ask you guys to hit that like button and also click on the subscribe button. There is more to come, but I'm going to pause. If you don't like this video, the screen is just going to freeze because I'm kidding, it didn't freeze. But anyway, just hit the like button and subscribe. Okay, let's go on. Now, what is next? How do you apply? The first step really is that you need to get a valid job offer. I said that already. Step 2 is you need to complete your application forms. The links to the forms are in the description box. There are forms that your employer needs to fill, whether it's your sibling, whether it's actually an external employer, they need to fill some forms, likewise yourself. The third thing is you need to pay your application fee. Now, of course, you will pay application fees for your own application. If you have a spouse, if you have kids, if you're applying for them, whether for work permits or study permits, you need to apply together as a family and you will pay for that. And then the fourth thing is that you submit your application online. If your application gets approved, you will get a letter that says that you're allowed to work in Canada. It's kind of like an entry letter of introduction. That is what you will show at the what do you call it now? When you're coming into Canada, at the border services, right? So it's not like you will get the work permit, while you're still outside Canada, but you will get a letter, and then with that letter is what they will use to give you your work permit. Now, remember I said the work permit you're going to get is occupation restricted. The work permit is also going to be valid for 3 whole years. Now, what happens when you have now come into Canada? You need to now work for 2 years. Okay, remember it doesn't have to be with the same employer, but altogether your work experience needs to be a total of 2 years. Once you hit that 2-year mark, you can now reach out to IRCC and say, guys, I'm done with my 2 years. I need to apply, or I want to apply for PR. It's not like you're applying, because technically you've already applied before when you were applying for your work permit. But at least you are now notifying them that, look, I'm now ready. Can you please process my permanent residency application? And of course, once they process it and you get your PR, c'est la vie. I mean, that's all that you need, right? So just thinking about this entire pathway, I'm asking myself why people haven't been taking advantage of it. And if I didn't see somebody who I know personally who was coming through this pathway, I would have probably said, nah, you guys are kidding. But for real, please check it out. Reach out to your family and friends. The ones that you know that are pregnant, tell them you have to come out and carry their baby for them. But I mean, on a serious note though, this is one pathway that you can take advantage of. Now, you may be asking, okay, I don't have a friend, I don't have a family. What do I do? How do I get a job? Now, I have links in the description box where I have put in job sites that you can find employers who are looking for, home child care workers, or who are looking for, home support workers. So please remember to check them out. So guys, that is really it about this pathway. Remember to check out Ana Luisa. I can assure you, when you wear their jewelry, you're going to be getting loads of compliments. You'll be like, oh my God, stop. But continue. There's this character in Schitt's Creek. That's who she is. Please, if you know her name, put it in the description box. But anyway, remember to like this video, share this video. Some people don't know that this pathway exists. Share this video and also subscribe to my channel. And I wish you all happy holidays. Please have a lovely time with your family and friends. And you know how we roll. I'll see you on my next video. Mwah!